Hey, if you wouldn't mind, talk a little bit about Jordan throwing today. I thought he was very solid once again, kept the ball low in the strike zone, and very few fly ball outs here today, and very few hits, too.
Absolutely. Jordan Christian's been that way all year long, sometimes better than others, but today was probably about as good as we've seen him all year. Worked ahead in the count really all day long. We had a lot of 1, 2, maybe 3 pitch at-bats, and you know, when they did put the ball in play, he wasn't giving up the plate, so they were hitting it maybe a little bit weaker than they could be. When those times that they did hit it hard, our guys did a nice job defensively to make some plays behind them, and you know, I thought that even defensively for the things that weren't perfect, we ended up having a good comeback play or something to you know, take that away and erase any trouble that we had. So.
You know, one of the biggest defensive plays I thought was Chandler getting that ground ball at second base and Jordan covering the bag, and
absolutely
that was big.
That's a big hustle play right there. And you know, and earlier in the ball game, you know, Chandler had a ball that they took a bad hop right there towards the end of it, and then he rushed the throw, and you know, that ball got away from our first baseman. So James Hall, you know, was doing an excellent job as a catcher backing it up. You know, for all you young kids out there, he did a great job with that, and we were able to get the runner out in a rundown. You know, and I think Chandler could have gotten down on himself at that point. And I just told him, I said, you know, keep your chin up, stay positive. I said, we were able to bail you out there. I said, you know what, and we're going to need you, you know, in the next inning or the inning after that or what have you. And sure enough, you know, that opportunity came, and he was there, and he did a great job on it. And you know, at the same time, excellent job by the pitcher to be there too, because we all say, you always say, you know, any ball to your left, the pitcher's got to cover, but that sometimes ends up being a spectator sport for pitchers, and he did a nice job of getting there.
Coach, I've always wanted to ask you, and I don't think I've talked to you enough about the speed you have at the top of that order and the pressure you put on the pitcher and the defense, and you've done it all year long, and we saw it even here again today where they get so worried about your base runners that they don't really concentrate on the hitters as much.
Absolutely, and that's the whole point. But you know, at the same time though, we're still, you know, we're a work in progress, and we make so many mistakes along the way, but you know, it's a hard concept to grasp that you know, if you don't get the jump, then you don't go. But you know, we are wanting to put pressure on, but sometimes we're running and we have no jump, and so when we do that, now of course I look stupid, and so do they, and everything else. But you know, we've got to continue to work on those things, or we're not going to have any sense of where we need to be at tournament time. So you know, today was the last little prelim, so we're working hard at it, and you know, I think more often than not, it works for us.
Last thing, tournament time now Wednesday. Talk a little bit about that, and it seems to me, and I think you guys should be the favorite going in, but again, tournament time just means absolutely nothing during the regular season. You got to come out here and perform.
Yeah, you know, honestly, there are 6 teams that are ready, and in my book, pretty much equal abilities along the way, and I hope that, you know, they're equal ability, because right now that Anderson team has, you know, has been a pain in our side. They've been very, very good. They've been very disciplined, and honestly, we've had about 2 or 3 innings where we've looked like we were a team against them, and the other, you know, 2.5 parts of the game, they've really dominated us. So our work's going to be cut out for us, and you know, it's not that we can't play with them, but we're going to need to put everything together in order to have a good opportunity at a win. So you know, our hats off to what they've been able to accomplish thus far, but we hope we're a little bit better on Wednesday night.